Hey, what's up? It's your girl Neek, and tonight we're going to be talking about this new allegation that has been sprung on influencer Denzel Dion. Now, if you are under the blogs, then you've seen the chatter, but if you are not under the blogs, then in this video, I am going to break it down for you. Now, it's been a while since I made a video or went live, so your girl probably going to be a little bit rusty. It seems like anytime we go away for a bit and then come back, it's like you got to get back into the swing of things. But hey, we're going to get down to the nitty and gritty, and I'm going to break down everything about this right after this intro. If I could cue the intro and play the intro. Here we go. Hey, what's up? It's your girl Neek, and you're tuned in to Neek at Night. If this is your first time here, over here we are the Night Owls. If you have not hit that subscribe button, I want you to go ahead and do that right now. This is a channel where I talk about celebrity news and gossip and give my opinion on trending stories. But just know, keep in mind that over here, this is an acquired taste. You know what I'm saying? This ain't for everybody, so proceed with caution. But, still hit that subscribe button. Anyways. All right, so boom, we're going to get right into it. So if you guys are not aware of who Denzel Dion is basically a YouTuber and a brand influencer. Basically, I believe he started out with reaction videos, would kind of do some type of dance videos, and also do videos where he would critique fashionable looks. And a lot of people gravitated to his personality. He's also best friends with another YouTuber turned actor and influencer by the name of Ricky Thompson, one of those. And they have a large social media presence. They have a lot of people who adore them, and they have built their friendship into a brand, and they have also built brands of themselves as individuals, and they have just been, paving the way on social media and doing a lot of good things. So kudos to them. Now, there is a trans, influencer as well who is now accusing Denzel Dion of beating the brakes off of said individual. And the individual is pretty much upset, saying that, they were tagged. They feel like, it was a HATE crime. And they were saying that they felt targeted because of who they were, blah, 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 blah. Now, I'm going to read through all of those things and get you guys up to speed. But let me see what y'all talk about in chat, because it's a few of y'all Night Owls that's up, not many. I think that the Night Owls just wasn't aware that I was going to pop out. So let them know that I done popped out. But anyways, shout out to y'all. Somebody said Neek been hiding. No, I have not been hiding. I have been working on my website. I am the person who do everything. I don't really outsource a lot of stuff, which I should at this point. But I was tweaking my website, updating inventory, making new purchases, doing all kind of stuff. So it took me away from videos, but we here. Anyways, so back to the story. So Denzel Dion has been accused of harming this individual, and a lot of people looked at the information and it seemed a little bit missing parts. The person accused Denzel of this, and it just seemed like there was a lot of missing information from the story and things like that. And we're going to get into it, okay? We're going to get into it, okay? Let me pull up the neighborhood talk, because that is where I seen it first. And we're going to get right on in. Hold up. All right, boom. Here we go. All right, so as you can see right here, it says trans socialite Demi says influencer Denzel Dion allegedly attacked her. He ripped my hair out and beat me up on the steps of a house at my most vulnerable. Okay, so when a lot of people read dang, he ripped your hair out, or people was thinking scalped, hair from the scalp, but turns out it was a frontal, and the frontal got ripped, and it's just a mess. So we're gonna go through these accusations, read through them, and then we're going to see what Denzel Dion has to say about it, and then I'll give my opinion about it after that. So, this person, Demi, says, I'm so sad. I was assaulted and beat up at Max Montana, best friend. Oh, beat up by Max Montana's best friend. He ripped my hair out and beat me up on the steps of a house at my most vulnerable. I couldn't defend myself because I was on steep steps, but he took advantage of me. I did absolutely nothing to the guy, but he couldn't deal with the fact of me flirting with his BFF, so he took effect. I am bleeding from falling on the steps and full of scrapes. Everyone did nothing but watch and stare as I screamed for help. I couldn't hit back, including Max Montana. Okay? So they are saying, I got beat up. It was unfair because I was on steep steps and nobody helped me, including Denzel's best friend, Max Montana. And they are alleging I did nothing but flirt. Like, I didn't do anything. I'm innocent. All I did was flirt, and he got mad. Okay? So then there was another slide, and it says, tore all my hair off, and I couldn't find the rest of my hair. But I don't know. But I do know one thing, and this is a HAT crime. Okay? So, this person shows a frontal from the incident and says this is a HATE crime. Okay? So, in order for this to be a HATE crime, that would then mean that you were the only reason that this person ever had an issue with you was simply because of how you identified. And, it's just so happened that, you are the only person in a full-on LGBT event with other LGBT members, and you were solely attacked because of how you identify. Okay? Which that seems like there might be more to the story. Okay? So it says, I left that party with my hair braided back, thank God. But that doesn't justify what was done to me. And everyone watching me getting my A beat on steep steps. I had no control and was caught so off guard. Also threatened that he would do it time and time again. If everyone can please help me find him, he's overly tall and African American. Okay? So at this point, when this person is trying to identify Denzel, they are alleging that they don't know his name. Okay? So they are at an influencer party where this person is a socialite and an influencer. Denzel Dion is a very popular socialite and influencer. This person is also best friends or very close friends with Nikita Dragon, who is also a very popular trans socialite. But this person is alleging that he is overly tall and African American, but alleging that they do not know who he is, but that he is Max Montana's best friend. Okay? So we're going to follow along. So eventually this person suddenly finds out that it happens to be Denzel Dion, who is the name of the assailant that did this. Okay? But we're going to keep on reading through. But she wants you to know he's overly tall and African American. Wait, I'm trying to see what the next slide says. It goes by quick. It's not okay. Everyone needs to help me find Max Montana's best friend so I can press charges and end this. He's a gay man, but he had no business beating on me. Okay. He's a gay man, but he had no business being. Okay. Okay. And then this is when the person realizes, oh, the person's name is Denzel Dion. And this is the person that did it. Okay. At first, they didn't know. Please help me find him. I don't know who it is. It's just this African American man, these big, brolic African American man. I have no idea who he is. This huge A man had the nerve to pound on me on the stairs where I had no control. Mind you, he is 6'7". So this person keeps on drilling it that this is a black man. I am a helpless trans woman in distress who is not of color. And I want you guys to know how serious this is, because this is a black man who attacked me in this way. Okay. And then another post says, how about you give it a go and see if you can last a second getting boxed and your hair ripped out by him. Okay. Then says, thank you everyone for all the messages. It really fills my heart to see how many people I have around me that care so much. This should have never happened. Him and I had an argument over that boy I liked. Oh, so it wasn't nothing happened. Now we get more information that you guys actually had an argument. So you didn't have an argument over the fact that you're trans. You had an argument over somebody and an action. So it's not just that you're trans. It was because that you guys had, y'all get my drift? Okay, we now got more information, because before it was, I did nothing, I was innocent, and I don't know why this big, brolic African-American man attacked me. I'm trans, I'm helpless, I'm a damsel in distress. But now we get more information by Demi that this was an argument. Okay, so you guys had an argument. Okay. All right, cool. Thank you, everyone, for all the messages. It really fills my heart to see how many people I have around me that care so much. This should have never happened. Him and I had an argument over a boy that I liked. That's his best friend, and it resulted in violence on his behalf. I've always known I was not liked, admired, or cared for by his body language and facial expressions, yet I always tried to keep the peace and say hi / give a hug. I had a crush on a guy. Big effing deal. Okay. So this person then says, no big deal. I had a crush on him, and what's the big deal about it? Well, there is a lot of nuances that go on into that, and we're going to get into that a little bit later, but let me read some more. No justification to get ugly and humiliate me in front of your people. For that moment, I got a taste of what other girls like me around the world might go through. And let me tell you, your face in the concrete and not knowing what's going to happen next is not hopeful. I'm fine. I'll be good. But I pray for everyone else around the world that doesn't have a platform to share their stories. I love you. Okay. So this is Demi's, or I don't know how you say it, Demi. It's Demi. I don't know this person. The first time being introduced to this person is tonight by these allegations. Don't know this person, but a quick look through their Instagram. They are heavily tied to Nikita Dragon, whom I'm familiar with Nikita Dragon because Nikita Dragon is the transgender individual who decided to attack natural born women like Asian Doll, misgender Asian Doll, call Asian Doll a man, and then played victim like people were targeting her because she was trans. And now this Demi person, who is a best friend to Nikita Dragon, who misgendered natural born women and attacked natural born women, then played victim, is now playing victim and saying that they felt attacked because of their identity. And they feel as though this is a HATE crime because of who they are, and doesn't seem to apply any of what transpired to possibly be their possible behavior or actions. You know, there's a lot of times where I will see, and I'm going to get to Denzel's reaction to this, because Denzel is basically saying that it wasn't him. Okay? Now, whether it was him or not him, I don't know. There was a lot of people who was basically saying, you know, Denzel Dion is a person who, you know, he's this gentle giant. He wouldn't hurt a fly. That's not his character to beat up somebody. Now, I'm not going to go that far. I look at Denzel. I watch his content here and there. I'm familiar with him. I'm not like an avid watcher, but I'm very familiar with his content. I've sat and watched videos before, and he has a very likable personality. Now, he also has a sweetness to his personality. But just because you have a sweetness to your personality don't mean that you won't smack a bitch. That is not, like, I don't know why y'all think that just because somebody is nice and sweet that they won't smack a bitch. So I'm not going to go as far as to say, oh, he's this gentle giant and he would never do something like that. All I'm saying is when I looked at the story, it looked like it was missing pieces to the story, and it made me want to really analyze this a little bit further. So back to this Demi person. So Demi is saying, again, let me read through it. I'm so sad. I was assaulted and beat up by Max Montana best friend. He ripped my hair out and beat me up on the steps of a house at my most vulnerable. I couldn't defend myself because I was on steep steps, but he took advantage of me. I did absolutely nothing to the guy, but he couldn't deal with the fact of me flirting with his BFF. So he took effect. I am bleeding from falling from the steps. This is a HATE crime. Okay, they are saying that this is a HATE crime. I can't get over the fact that I am reading that this is a HATE crime. Okay, so like I said, I'm just repeating certain things because we're gonna move on to my point. You know, I had a crush on a guy. Big effing deal. So what? Okay. And so when I seen this, even before, like I said, we get to Denzel's reply, oftentimes I see a lot of times with people, and it's not everybody in the LGBT community, but there is a population of people in the LGBT community. Now, if this is, if the guy Max Montana is Denzel Dion's best friend, and then this person is also trans, I'm going to assume that this is probably another gay individual. I don't know who Max Montana is, just like I didn't know who Demi is. But I'm going to assume that this is another gay individual. But just because you are also a gay individual does not mean that you want the advances of that person. Okay, and I see a lot of times with, and not all LGBT, not all, this is a small population that does get blasted out there that I see with people. They will give you unwarranted passes, and then when you react, play victim. Okay, they will invade your personal space, come on to you. Like I've seen people like where there is heterosexual men, and they will try to like come on to them, flirt with them. I see it also, and this is no shade to I Am Zoe, the content creator. He's hella funny on YouTube, and he does a phenomenal job with his content. But I see it with him too, where he would like make advances to people who he knows is heterosexual, try to come on to them and stuff like that. So is this a situation where you were flirting and the friend liked your advances and was flirting back? Or was this a situation, because there's missing information here, was this the information where you were giving a person unwarranted advances? That's kind of my question in this. Now, we're going to get to the part where Denzel says that he did not do this, but I would like to know that first. It put me in the mind of this clip, and this was the most recent clip that I can kind of give you guys an example of, with Kurt Franklin on Kurt Franklin's son on the Bad Boys Club. Okay, so Kurt Franklin's son is on the Bad Boys Club, and there is another guy on the Bad Boys Club, and he is a gay man. So Kurt Franklin's son, I guess he identifies as straight with a question mark, where he kind of, he says he's straight, but he also has that question mark of, I may be interested in dabbling, but I don't know if I'm all the way, you know, ready to just be out on that side. You know, that's kind of the kind of that I got. But this statement, it put me in the mind of this situation, because this person right here, Gutta K, who is a gay man, and he basically, and he said himself, he doesn't identify as trans, he identifies as a gay man who just likes to dress up. He is coming on to Kurt Franklin's son, and Kurt Franklin's son is basically saying, somebody said, ain't they all gay? No, supposedly on the show, there are straight men as well. So supposedly some of them are straight, and Carry On is supposed to be one of the ones that is falling in the straight category. Don't shoot the messenger. That's just what's being said. But anyways, back to the story. But yeah, so that accusation, I need to know, does it fall in the lines of something like this, where a person is getting unwarranted advances, or does it fall in the line of you was flirting, he was flirting, and y'all was cool? I'm gonna play a little bit of this so y'all could kind of get where I'm coming from.
I'm singing, not no sexing.
What is sexing?
I'm just letting you know. Just some singing.
All right, let me bring it back.
What is you standing up for? I feel like you want to beat me up.
I don't know what they doing upstairs.
This is definitely
you cool. We gotta keep our business though. You cool.
Okay.
You cool. But like, let me know. Chill out.
What did I do?
Chill, my man.
All right. So as you can see that, Kurt Franklin's son is basically like, you cool, but back up and chill. Like, you in my personal space, you cool, but chill out. Like, chill out. You cool, but chill out. So again, I'm just trying to figure out, what kind of, I'm just simply flirting with a boy, was it? You get what I'm saying? Oh yeah, y'all got me, real deal Holyfield. I haven't been recording in a while, so you know I had to come live and talk to y'all real quick. But yeah, so I just wanted to use this as a quick example. Let me just play a little bit more.
My main goal was to secure the room. I don't know what was on Gutta mind. You doing too much. You doing too much.
Are you saying?
All right. So he's basically telling Gutta, like, okay, like, you in my personal space, you're a little bit, you know, you're doing too much. And Gutta is like constantly like, you know, coming on and coming on and coming on. So again, let's get back to the story. Let's get back to the topic. So Demi is saying, all I did was flirt with a guy. I had a crush on him. Big effing deal. You know, like it's no big deal. I was flirting and I liked him. I had a crush on him, and you got mad, and, you know, we had an argument, blah, 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 blah. You know, I feel like there's missing information there. So Denzel decided to come forward and say, I don't know what this person is talking about, but whoever they talking about ain't me. Okay? So Denzel is saying, listen, fight you? What? Fight you? Like, no, I did not fight you. So this is his response. I am heartbroken and deeply saddened by the allegations made by Demi that I assaulted her. Those allegations are not true. I would never do the things I am being accused of, certainly not to a woman. let alone a trans woman. I honestly don't understand why Demi is accusing me of this. I know Demi, and we have always been cordial to each other. Demi and I were at the same party at the beginning of the evening. So Denzel is letting everyone know, like, Demi is trying to act like, oh, I don't know who he is. Oh, he's this big, brolicky African-American man. And, you know, please help me find him. I'm this helpless damsel. And Denzel is like, hold up, wait. I never touched you. And not only that, I've always been cordial to you at several occasions. So, you know, Denzel is like, that's kind of odd. Like, what? You know? And then so he says, I honestly don't understand why Demi is accusing me of this. I know Demi or LA Demi. I don't know how to say that person's name. I don't know who they are. And we have always been cordial to each other. Demi and I were at the same party at the beginning of the evening last night, but we went our separate ways before she was allegedly attacked. I don't understand why she constantly mentioned my height, build, and race. For those who truly know me personally and know my character can attest that I never do what I am accused of doing. I am going to assume that the accusation leveled against me by Demi were the result of mistaken identity, and once Demi realizes that, she will apologize to me. I hope Demi finds her attacker and hope that she is physically okay. So this is Denzel's response. He's like, hold up. You keep talking about how big I am, how African American I am, how all of these things about my race. And Denzel is like, wait a minute. I seen you in the evening. I was cordial with you, but I did not attack you. Now, again, I wasn't there, so I can't say who's telling the truth on that part. I just know the angle at which Demi or LA Demi or however you say it presented the information. It sounded like a lack of accountability on the real true tea and just trying to be 100% a victim without keeping it real about how the situation transpired. Now, I don't know if Denzel will put his hands on this person or not, but what I will attest to or what I will say is I don't think that it was just let me just target you just because you're a trans individual, because that's in essence what a HATE crime is. I don't think it's that. And I get so tired of getting on the internet and seeing people not address their behaviors and automatically attach the reason why somebody doesn't like them to their identity. Like, a person can literally have a shitty behavior, like a shitty personality. Like, this person is like, oh, I know I'm not liked. Why are you not liked? Why do people not like you? You know, like, why do you already know that people don't like you? Why? Because there are several trans women who get a lot of love. There's several influencers who are trans women who get embraced and loved and liked. And you automatically, oh, I know people don't like me. Why? Why don't they like you? Could it be because you are not a likable person? Again, I don't know you, but I just hate when I see people get online and they automatically attribute the reason why somebody don't like them is because, oh, I identify this way, so that means that you don't like me because I identify this way. No, what if they don't like you because you're snobby or you're snotty or you are a not likable person? Like, what if the reason that they don't like you has everything to do with your personality? What about that? Like, I hate when I see these conversations and that's never considered. It's always, oh, well, they don't like me. Oh, it got to be because I'm trans. It has to be because I'm this. No, what if it's because you're not a likable person? Or what if it's because perhaps I wasn't there. Maybe his friend didn't like your advances. You saying, I had a crush on somebody, big whoop, I'm flirting with them. Did they like you flirting with them? Did they want or invite that attention? Did you get told to back off and continue? Like, we gotta, like, talk about more than just, because this don't sound like, oh, just because, no, you said that there was an argument. You said that you've always felt like this person didn't like you or whatever, but this person is in the same circle as other people just like you and not having this issue with anybody else. So, you know, could it just be that you're not a likable person? I mean, I'm just saying. I don't know. Perhaps. So after, Denzel replied and said that it wasn't him and said that he doesn't understand why this Demi person was constantly concentrating on his race, height, and things of that nature. Then this person responded and says, I'm not going to speak off of emotion, although I have a million running through me right now. I'm strictly going to speak off of facts. Denzel and I met a few months ago at a nightclub here in Los Angeles, and he treated me absolutely vile the entire night. Okay, stop there. So you said you guys met months ago. So you are now agreeing that you guys have seen each other on several occasions, and you are saying that you met this popular influencer who is in the same circle that you're in. You guys have the same circle of friends. Your friends are their friends. But then you want us to believe that you met this person who has the same circle of friends as you, but you didn't know who they were. All you knew is, oh, they didn't treat you nice. So when you met this person months ago and they didn't treat you nice, you didn't say, somebody said Demi is in the chat. Are they really? I don't know who the person is. Are they really? Or is it like a troll? Let me see. I don't see nobody. I don't know what y'all talk about. Y'all funny. Y'all funny. But anyways, so back to the story. Somebody says Albert's main lady says LA Demi has nothing to gain from him. He did it. See, I think that you guys really need to stop with this whole a person has nothing to gain in a social media climate. There is always something to gain. Being a victim is currency these days. I'm not sure if you are aware, but the biggest currency is being a victim. If you have a hardship, if you are a victim of something, that is cha-ching, cha-ching, attention and exposure. Now, again, that's not me saying that he didn't do it, because, again, I can't say if he did or if he didn't, and I wouldn't go as far as to say that he won't. But I'm just speaking to the whole, this person has nothing to gain. I hate that narrative in this social media climate. Everybody has something to gain. Everybody, even if you have clout, you see there are celebrities with clout doing stupid stuff for publicity and attention. You see Kanye has the most clout. He's the top rapper, but yet he resorts to controversy and drama. Drama is attention. It's currency. Again, that's not to say that he didn't do it, because I don't know if he would pop up or not. And I don't think that just because you're sweet that you won't pop a bitch. But I hate when people say, oh, this person has nothing to gain. How you how you figure? How you figure when people that got more clout than this person has antics to gain off of drama and controversy? But anyways, I'll carry on. Let me finish reading some more. I am not going to speak off of emotion, although I have a million running through me right now. I'm strictly going to speak off of facts. Denzel and I met a few months ago at a nightclub here in Los Angeles, and he treated me absolutely vile the entire night. Okay, that's where I stopped at. So this person knows Max Montana really well, right? Let me, wait a minute. Who the hell is Max Montana? Wait a minute. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me look up and see who the hell this Max Montana person is. Because I don't know this Demi person, and I don't know Max Montana either. So let me look up and see who the hell who's Max Montana. Max Montana. Okay. So this is he plays basketball or something. Who are these? Okay, so I guess it's this basketball player. I don't know what for who. I don't know if it's high school basketball. I don't know if it is what is this? I don't know if it's overseas basketball. Is this overseas? Possibly overseas basketball. I don't know. But anyways, okay, I just wanted to see who this was. Because I don't know who this person is. All right, back to the story. So anyways, so I left off at Max Montana's best friend. So you are familiar with Max Montana, and you didn't ask Max Montana, who is this person being mean to me? Why your friend being mean to me? Who is that? And you want me to believe you didn't know? All right, cool. Whatever. All right, cool. All right, cool. You didn't know. You didn't know. I didn't remember his name, nor have I ever seen his Instagram until today. Okay. Y'all got the same circle of friends, same circle in Hollywood. The circle in Hollywood is rather small. You didn't know his name. Cool. All right. Now, as far as last night, the more and more I would interact with Max, the more upset Denzel would get. The reason I mention height, weight, and stature and race is because, Denzel, you have a very distinct look. You cannot be mistaken for anyone else. Also, as Max's best friend, you are not mistaken for anyone else. As the night progressed, so did Denzel's aggression. I brushed it off and unfortunately was the last person to leave the party, waiting for my Uber. And then the events transpired on the steep stairs where Denzel viciously attacked me. Not only did he attack me, but while he was doing so, he said, "This is going to happen every single time I see you." I was in the fetal position screaming for help. Max and a few others stood some ways away and did nothing. It took you 15 hours for all of you to get together and agree that if no one but your group saw, then maybe we can all lie and say it never happened. Denzel, Max, and the entire group that witnessed it are guilty. And seeing as to how Denzel's been treated after how he treated me, everyone is panicking and doesn't want to be guilty by association. It was 100% you, Denzel, and your denial and fake apology just adds to insult to injury. How dare you? I stand in my truth. Okay? And then the neighborhood talk reposted what Denzel said as a reply. Okay? So my whole thing is, again, LA Demi, if you're watching, whoever you are, could it quite possibly be? Now, I don't think that, and I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think that if he did fight you, that it was this unfair fight. I don't know how tall you are. Maybe you're not six, whatever. I don't know. But if you pop off at somebody and you write a check and y'all both were, although you identify as a trans woman, if y'all both were born the same gender, I don't know. How big is the Demi person? How big is the Demi person? You seem to be Demi's spokesperson, Albert's main lady. How tall is Demi? Albert, Demi's spokesperson in the chat. How big is Demi? You gonna say Demi Lovato? No. I'm waiting for the hype man to tell me how big is Demi. Because they got all the other stats. This person got all the other stats. How tall is, you know what? Let me Google it. If this person is so accredited as you say, let me see if it comes up. Demi height. Does it show? Okay. Oh, they don't have the height listed here. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. I'm just saying. Anyway, so back to Demi. So if you're watching, I just want to know this condescending tone that you have as you're typing. You seem to very much look down on Denzel, which, I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna be bigging up somebody that beat me up either. You know, I'm gonna be very mad about it. But the way that you keep on referring to Denzel as less than and just like a flunky, and seems like, you know, you're like, oh, he's just his best friend. He's Mac's best friend, Mac's best friend, Mac's best friend. You keep on telling us like, basically like he's nothing more than just a sidekick. You know what I'm saying? So my question, since you're giving us limited information, but you're saying that this is a HATE crime, could you possibly have used the same condescending tone that you're using in these IG posts? Could you have possibly been using that same condescending tone in the argument that you say that you two had over a boy? Now, you're saying you had this argument over a boy. Now, could it be more than just that they're best friends and maybe you were being disrespectful and Denzel clapped back at you? You know? Could it be that they were a thing on the low and you were being disrespectful, and you then came back with this condescending tone of, oh, it's a big effing deal, I'm just flirting, oh well? Could that be you? Because that's what it sounds like. Certain things are not being put into perspective here. And you're starting out with, oh, I'm so innocent, I did absolutely nothing. And then I don't know who it was. This was this big brolicky man, African American, big black man. And I'm this helpless trans woman. And this is a HATE crime. Then we go a few slides over, then you give us more information and you say that you had an argument, and you had an argument over a boy. So, and then you say his best friend, but then was this a situation on the low? Was this you being condescending, or were you actually helpless damsel in distress? Now, by the way that you have written out and laid out these tweets, I don't believe that you were a helpless damsel in distress. And I think that there are trans women who are unfairly targeted. And I would never act like that doesn't happen. There are trans women who they will simply get attacked for just being them. I would never act like that doesn't happen, because it does. This, however, doesn't sound like that. This sound like you had beef with another person in your community, and it sound like you wrote a check that your ass couldn't cash. That's kind of what it sounds like. It sounds like you wrote a check that your ass couldn't cash, and you felt like, because I'm trans, I am exempt from an ass whooping. And that's the problem that I also have, is I see people who, they will disrespect natural born women. They will disrespect heterosexual people. And like, I see it with YouTubers too that's in the LGBT community. They will literally drag heterosexual men, heterosexual women, and clown them down. But if anybody, God forbids, clown them back, it's automatically, oh, you're clowning me back. Even though I say fucked up shit about y'all, oh, you're only retaliating simply because of my orientation, or simply because of how I identify. And it's always this, oh, I can insult you, I can say jacked up stuff to you, but if you say anything jacked up to me, then, oh, you're saying jacked up stuff to me because of who I identify as. But y'all tell me if I'm wrong. Thank you for the donation, Spitting Fire. I appreciate it. But y'all tell me, like, from the way that the tweets were laid out, I'm not saying you didn't get beat up, because he probably did put the paws on you. I'm not gonna go as far as to say he won't put the paws on you. He probably did. But I don't think that it was, oh, I'm so innocent, damsel in distress. And I don't like the fact that you are attaching this to a HATE crime when there is actual HATE crimes happening for people just existing. This seems like there's more layers to it than just that. So, I just wanted to leave that with y'all. But I have a lot of new stuff on my website, by the way. Somebody said you don't like trans women, Neek. Just admit it. I have no issue with anyone. I just don't like the hypocrisy in a lot of the tones that I get from trans women. And I'm just going to say that plain and simple. I don't care who likes it. I associate with every letter of the community, and I am cool with every letter of the community. I talk to people in the community every single day. I converse back and forth, and I have a large amount of people who are in the community. However, I have always stood on the fact that I do not like the hypocrisy of I can insult you, I can say jacked up stuff to you, but yet if you say something to me, it's because of how I identify. I will always stand on that. I don't care who likes it. I don't care what type of phobia you try to put on it. That's just facts. You know, I have a friend who is trans, and I tell my friend too, I don't like the undertone of I can just do shit, but then nobody could do nothing to me. Period. That's not how it goes. If you could sit here and drag women, these same people who sit here and say, oh, Neek, you don't like trans women because you have this stance, you will see them same trans women speaking vile on natural born women. You will see these same women, trans women, saying the most disgusting things about us. But then if you say, listen, I don't like the hypocrisy. Like if you want respect, give me respect. It seems like a hard concept to grasp. Because that's all I'm saying here. I don't like the tone of I could do stuff and I'm untouchable. No. What I'm telling you is give the respect that you would like to get in return. Period. Give the respect that you would like to get in return. Y'all want me to open up the phone lines? If I buy that one colorful fit you got on, would you wear it? No. I mean, I've worn it in videos. But, you know. Oh, let me put my sale back on the screen. So I have launched a bunch of bucket hats on my website. You can find this bucket hat that I'm wearing right here, this olive bucket hat on my website. You know, and I got them at a very, 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 very cute and affordable coin. Okay, you can find this with a lot of other things on my website. And you could get 30% off of your purchase. Now, if you put in the code TRUEAL, you can get 30% off of your purchase if you go to my website, www.neekatnight.com. Let me see. It's 5:58 a.m. in NYC. Yes. Vivian Boom Bell says, I am trans and I 100% agree with you. A lot of the LGBT can dish it out but can't take it. I agree with you. I don't like the hypocrisy. Well said. Yes. Yes, that's all I'm saying is, you know, we got to get out of this whole I can do stuff to you. And the moment that you clap back at me, it's because of how I identify. I don't think that that's cool. I just don't think it's cool. But do y'all want me to open up the phone lines or y'all sleep, y'all in bed, y'all ain't trying to talk to me? Because, you know, it's been a while since I hung out with y'all and I kind of miss y'all. You know, I've been working on my website and stuff, and I kind of miss y'all, and I ain't talk to y'all, whatever. Or y'all just chilling. Y'all just want to type. What y'all want to do? What y'all want to do? What y'all want to do, boo? What y'all want to do? Y'all want to be ballers, shot callers, ballers. Our favorite who? Now, getting the fact of, I appreciate the compliment. Thank you for saying I'm pretty. But you saying that I favor Latavia from Destiny's Child, that is an absolute first. That is an absolute first. I feel like anybody who is dark skinned, I've got that I look like them. But this is an absolute first that I got Latavia from Destiny's Child. Absolute first. But yeah, anybody that's dark skinned, people tell me I look like them, like from like literally anybody. You can name anybody that's dark skinned and somebody has told me I look like them. And I'll be like, how do I look like all these people who don't even look alike? You said I should do after hours on the weekend with the yes, Tommy, you're right. That was so fun. Thank you, Tommy, for always being supportive. I appreciate that. Y'all said literally one person said to open up the phone lines. Then somebody else said that they was driving. Okay, so you can't talk and drive? You can't talk and drive, baby. You said I give you caramel. No, I'm not caramel. I'm dark skinned. I'm sitting under lights. I'm sitting under lights. So I do have like a orange. Ooh, shoot. I don't know why. My eye right here. I have an orange undertone in my skin. So like when the light reflects off of my skin, you see it basically picking up the orange undertone in my skin, but I'm dark skinned. The bucket hats range, they start at 15. So they start at 15, and then I have city hats for LA and New York. So I have bucket hats for that have a New York embroidery on them, and it's like a reversible hat. And then I have LA hats, LA bucket hats. So those are a little bit more, but the basic ones, you said no disrespect, but you say that you are milk chocolate. Are you asking like would I say that I'm milk chocolate? I think that I am. I don't know what degree of chocolate. I just know that I am chocolate and I am dark skinned. But all right, let me open up the phone lines. Y'all want me to open up the phone lines? Let me open up the phone line for y'all so we could talk real quick. Rephrase your question, Tommy. I don't know what you're asking. Are you saying, do I think that I'm milk chocolate? Or are you saying that you think that I'm milk chocolate? I don't know. We are already in freaking the end of March. Wow. Is it just me or does it seem like March came by fast? Is it just me? I feel like March came by so quick. Oh, would I say that I'm milk chocolate?
Start your show now. Press 1 to hear important instructions.
Your show is scheduled to start in 37 seconds.
What's the difference? Oh my God. Please don't get me on gas prices. You said that what's the gas prices in California? The gas out here is $6. $6. And on the last stream, I had it was it Simone who said that
your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, the phone lines are open.
Blog Talk Radio.
Was it Simone who said that the calling number is also on the screen? Simone, was it you that said that it was $4 at Sam's Club or Costco? Cause child, I said, you know what? I ain't for sure, but let me go and look. And it is like $5.38 for the regular at Sam's Club and Costco. That's for the regular. That ain't even for the, the diesel and the other one, Where I live is $6. But the calling number is on the screen. 563-999-3643 is the call-in number. Costco gas is cheaper, but it ain't that much cheaper. It's still above $5. It's still above $5. It's steep. And there's some places in California that's $7. Like we are at where I live, it's like $6.10 for regular. Yeah, it's like $6.09 to be exact. It's $6.09 for regular, and then it goes up from there. But then there are some, like if I go down like a couple streets, some streets the gas is like the regular is $6.30, and then there's some where the gas is like $7. So it's up there. 0222, hello.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, Nick and Knight, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. My name is Michael. Pretty much, I just wanted to tell you that I agree with you 1,000%. And it's about time that someone has, I mean, I think you have a lot of, you're very courageous to actually say exactly how you feel because some people was going to turn this into another thing and try to act like you're biased or you're against, you know, LGBTQ people. And I just think it's so refreshing to have someone like you that's just willing to say it and not, you know, not and just say it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
you see
and I'm just
that's
very
the automatic go-to is like, oh, well, if you calling out a behavior that I have, you automatically don't like me. And it's like, no. I don't like that behavior. Not like you. I don't like this behavior that doesn't even happen in all people. It only happens in a certain population of it. But when it happens, that behavior is magnified so loud. You know what I'm saying? To where it's like, nah, we gotta talk about this.
but I think that to me it does happen to all people because what happens is I think that especially people that have been victims for a long time or that are always messed with. I think black people in general, we go through so much. And so we're so used to being victimized and being messed with. And I think that then you see black people that say they'll do something crazy and then say, "Oh, they did that because I was black," and it's like, no, they did it because you were doing something messed up and you happen to be black. But then there are real situations where black people are messed with, and that's why I don't like it because it ends up messing up with the real people that are going through things and wants to be heard, and nobody wants to hear it because of the people that are saying stuff that's not true.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same thing with the gay community. Like we need to all individualize as individuals, judge each situation separately, right? And if we did that, it would be better. It would be a better thing because then if a gay person does say, this person is biased, okay, let's look at the situation and see if she's really biased or prejudiced or did something to you because of that, or if it's because you did something to make that reaction happen, and now you're calling it bias when it's not. I think a lot of people do that in life, and it's kind of unfortunate. It's very unfortunate.
Yeah, I agree.
But no one wants to admit it. No one wants to say. I think if we all put our family and our friends in check, whether whatever color they are, whatever sexual orientation they are, if we put them in check on a daily basis, right? If people put you in check, I think that the world will be better. But I think people don't do that. So because they can get away with things, they do, and they do it.
Right. It's the easy cop out to alleviate from accountability. So instead of me being accountable that I might have also played a role in this, it's the easy cop out of like, oh no, it's not because I'm horrible. It's just because you don't like that I'm this. It's like, nah. I get along with everybody else who has the same type of identification as you, but because I don't like you, it's because of how you identify. But I get along with everybody else, but because it's you, that's the reason. Like, come on now.
And I also think that, and I'm a person of this alphabet, Mm-hmm. So it's not like I'm speaking from another standpoint and trying to speak against that. You know what I'm saying? I just think that it's ridiculous, and I think every human being needs to be held accountable for things they do, no matter who you are, no matter where you come from, no matter what color you are. If you're doing some messed up stuff, and then every action is a reaction. So don't put nothing out there if you can't handle it.
What do you think as it pertains to do you know this person, Demi? Is it L.A. Demi or is it Demi?
No, I don't even. You know what? I actually learned about it looking at your show today.
Oh, okay. Because I don't know who this person is. What do you?
I don't either. I just learned about the situation. But the thing about it is, I've had so many of those situations with gay people doing that, and like I said, I'm a part of that community, and I always have to check them, and they're not used to being checked, and they're like, well, you're like us, so why are you saying that? And I'm like, because you did that, and so that's not true in this situation. Yes, it happens, but that situation is not true in the situation that you're talking about. And they get mad at me all the time. I always get, oh, because you're bisexual, that's because you're bisexual, you're not really gay, so you don't really. I'm like, that's ridiculous. If I date men and women, and I've been a part of to me, people that are wrong are people that are wrong, whether you're straight, whether you're gay,
What
whether
do you
whatever.
make of
And I've never been.
Demi saying, "Oh, I was just flirting with Max, no big deal. I didn't do anything. I was just flirting."
Well, I guess they had to learn what comes with that flirting, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, I just think this world has a long way to go. I think if we, like I said, with every situation, you know, I was just looking at whether you're straight, whether you're gay, whatever. And I'm never.
All right, hold on 1 second. 4770. Mute your background.
I was just flirting.
Mute it off of the TV or wherever you're looking at it. Go ahead. 222.
I guess they had to learn.
Oh, okay. All right, stay on the line. 222.
I'm hearing a bad feedback.
4770. Hello.
Hello?
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
From NYC.
What'd you say?
NYC. And I agree with you 100%. I can't understand why they do that. It's like, why are you justifying your wrong because you're a certain type of person? And just admit to your wrong. Why are you justifying it? You know, you chose to be a certain way. Be that way, but that doesn't make you, how do I want to say it? That doesn't make it right for you to